So if you have a T1, the 2500, 3500 HD Chevys or GMCs with a single rear wheel, a lot of those came new without the rear fender liners. They were on back order, and only recently have they started to now offer these through GM Parts or the parts department of the dealerships. So I ordered these. They came in. They were $214 US American plus tax. They also came with a fastener kit for the left and the right side. This is the fastener kit part number. And this is the fender liner part number. They come in a pair, quantity 1. Today we're going to install them. So before we do this, we're going to clean out the inside. Get all the dirt out so we don't have anything trapped in there. It's going to require removal of these, slide in, reinstallation. We have 3 existing studs, 1, 2, and 3. It's going to have plastic nuts that hold the top on. We have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2 for 7 down here. And we're going to have to do this removal of these 3 nuts in the back little splash guard. Cat. And the same thing with the passenger side. So for these little quick connect screws, these are T15 Torx. And these little polymer nuts are 10 millimeters. I also suggest a set of diagonal pliers, a set of needle noses. So T5, we're going to loosen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're not going to take it off, we're just going to loosen it and pull it out. So the tabs and the fender liners, you have an insert here and no insert here. We could either A, trim that fender lip, or B, trim the liner. I'm going to vote to trim the liner. Same with the back. So what I did is left this one here, and for the back one here, trim this, and I'm going to tuck this up inside. We no longer need these little tabs, so these are going to be removed. And I'll do the same trim with the inside on the front. So now that we have the tangs trimmed for the fender liner, for right there, we're going to put in the nut inserts, or the thread inserts right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Comes in the kit, looks like this. Simple as that. Careful not to drop them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got the fenders in, sorry, the fender liners in. Wasn't too bad as far as this. Just a couple things is you have to make sure your flap is flapped correctly here and flapped correctly there. You have a tang that comes out there. This goes through. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And up top we have those 2 plastic 10 millimeters. 1, 2. They're hard to thread in initially. It's almost kind of meant to be threaded on and let or stayed on. So what I did is I initially screwed it on for 2 revolutions using the ratchet on the front and the back for this, just to get them sort of pre-spun. Put it up, put it on halfway, locked them in, and the last one we have to do is that center one right there. For these bottom ones, I reused the tangs that were in the inside, so I pulled off these are extra, and then kind of sandwiches in. Another thing is that you want to have your fender liner slip in between your plastic fender flare and your metal fender itself on the front and the back. That's key in order to get all your fitment correct. And what also might help is you loosen out those two screws that are holding it on to get this to be a bit more flexible.